Now, what would explain the fact that most of these parties here, so many of them are existing? You won't hear anything about their existence, even the names of their presidents, but 2 weeks, he should come in for this one. We have 300 political parties in Cameroon. So many of them, let him come, then I come to you. And we don't even know the names of these presidents, nor the parties, but once presidential elections are announced, you see all of them coming out. What have they been doing?
It's not like what have they been doing. We need to equally ask for what purpose they were created. Like Prince Oboso is here, he will tell you that they are there for their number one. And so they only come when the number one activities are involved. Some people created political parties in Cameroon, I said, for a lobbyist idea. Lobbyist idea is to inform the power that they too, they are available. And they are not available to gain power, they are there to support you. A lot of political parties in Cameroon are agents of the ruling party. I'm telling you, you know of the G20, you know of the G35. On the eve of election, 35 different movements or parties gathered and signed a common memorandum to support the President of the Republic. In the same, the 20, the Granville, that is why we have Metro Momo today, minister. And if that is the case, how do you wish that within an electoral year, such political parties should even go out for campaign? That is why I said the rules that be governing elections in Cameroon are still they are in opacism, in the level that we don't even know what they serve. How can people keep on registering political parties every day? In other nations, we are limited to 4 or 5, and there are standards for you to own a political party or even talk about it. But our laws, the divide and rule policy, which party may be right, which is highly confirmed and promoted by the French, is that when they are hungry, they will come for you and they will submit for you. This is what happens. You find some people, I may not know, but the UNDP, when you look at a party like the UNDP, that has been in power since I was born. They always own a ministry. What are their outputs? Where have they won elections? What are they thinking? A lot of them there. Do you have that of the former Minister of Communication? Is that Chiruma Bakari? Are they to win power? If it is not that democracy was brought to Africa to oppress the weak, in what domain will Cameroon, in what atmosphere will Cameroon need 350 political parties? Like now, when you ask all of them, who call them some opposition, can you win election? Can you win election? If we address that question to many of these opposition leaders, ask them whether they can win election, they will tell you they will win. But that is in the physical mindset. In the moral and internal mindset, they know they will never win. You have the MRC making a lot of propaganda. Can you win election? You know very well where you are not present. How can you abandon 2 or 3 regions you are not present and you are talking of winning elections? By what magic? So opposition parties in Cameroon have been driven by hunger, poverty, ulterior mindsets to call themselves opposition. I'm happy when Robozo asked me why we were seated, that you have been talking since. Where are you? And I gave him a response. The present climate of what we call political party does not permit some honest group of people to even join a political party. Imagine I wrote the other day, I believe you read it. If this is how they sanction people at opposition parties, that me, Ako, will join a political party, in after 2 years, a president will come out and say that he has been sanctioned. And people ask, why were you even there? Can you imagine how your head will become very long and heavy to carry? Who even took you there? Because these are not oppositions. When you look at what is going on, or talk like the UK, you have the Labour Party that is out for now. You have the other guys who are ruling. And the moment their policies are not attained, you see in results oriented. Political parties should be capable of evaluating themselves. How many opposition parties in Cameroon evaluate themselves? Evaluations at the level of opposition in Cameroon are done on individual basis. I have been in parliament 5 times, 5 mandates. You have gained 5 mandates. The mandate you gained were not for the political party you represented. They are the mandate which you have gained for you and your business transactions. Yes, some people even said others win not because they voted them. Joue bien avec Yaoundé. Play your cards well with Yaoundé. You continue winning. And so people have that name as the elders of the Senate, as the elders of the National Assembly. As I was shocked. The president of the National Assembly said there is killing the Northwest and the Southwest. And if you ask oppositions, pick up that statement and ask that young man that since we have been here 7 years now, what has the opposition done? What has the opposition done to redress the issues in the Northwest and the South, which is a lawmaker's objective? You represent the people. Where are they? Yes, some people even said those who were singing and blowing whistles in the parliament simply use an occasion to advertise that they are present. And that's just what happened. After the dancing and the singing, everything went back to normal. Have we seen people resigning in Cameroon because a particular issue is not settled? Have we seen people dropping from the position they were because what they represent as their people, their plight, have not been taken into consideration? So opposition in Cameroon is an instrument of division, divide and rule, which the government has understood. And the Minister of Territorial Administration will not hesitate to recognize new political parties because it plays in favor of the ruling party.